Hello, everyone. Welcome to our weekly podcast. We just got some interesting things going on, and we were debating whether or not to have a guest on this week, and we decided to sing our own praises for a change, even though the three of us are very humble, particularly myself. Right, Mr. Larkin?
Yes,
And you don't have to
sir.
answer so quickly. Obviously, I'm excited because May 22nd in Tampa, myself and Sean Armour are going to show how to connect the dots for sales and BDC, making not only both departments better, but showing them how to work so collectively they're more effective. And if you've been keeping an eye on LinkedIn and Where's Larry, I've been in Georgia, Texas, Florida, Westchester, PA, every darn place, and really having a lot of fun. Just excited, like anybody with a level head. I'm not worried about tariffs. I'm not worried about this. I'm not worried about that. I'm showing up with a plan and a smile on my face, and somehow the job is getting done, just like it always does for people with a smile and a plan. Mr. Sillman, how about yourself? I know you got a million things you're working on. Tell us a little bit about it, and then we'll find out what Mr. Larkin has cooking.
Thanks, Larry. Um, yeah, no, this was a perfect time for us to pause and talk about what we've been doing. I know that since the beginning of the year, Mike has been helping me put together all of my media pages, all of my funnel maps, and we're getting my Maureen in the office to start sending some emails out, target marketing and looking for business. Um, I would like to say that I think between what I've been putting together over the last 5 years with COVID and everything, is that I got a very dynamic offering of F&I products that dealers can benefit from.
Wait a minute. You're the guy that put COVID together? I thought that was Anthony Fauci.
Look at Anthony, whatever they did,
Is he Chinese?
they gave me 5 years of time in my basement trying to figure out what I was going to do after that fiasco. But I partnered, or I'm meeting with a lot of really smart people that know what they're doing. Ken Luna with Gather Technology.
Old man in the sea.
These guys, they have a wonderful product, and the on demand. I mean, dealers are still missing the boat. Is that when they have a customer that doesn't have insurance, now they can write some insurance. And yeah, we're putting together a direct to consumer, so consumers can purchase service contracts. So Mike and I are working together. I have the domain global benefits, the number 4 and U. And it's going to be a program that dealers are going to be able to utilize because it'll be a way that they can send a link and the consumer can put in their odometer and put in their VIN number, and then they can rate and learn about the various types of service contracts. And so I'm working with Veritas. I have an exclusionary program called Simplicity, and then we have some really good powertrain pluses because a lot of people are holding on and their dealers are selling cars with over 100,000 miles. So I'm back in, I kind of put my toe in a little bit recently with service contracts, but now I'm going to get back in real heavy. Service contracts, the bread and butter. It's the most important product that dealers should be offering to their customers. Customers need a service contract to maintain the value of their vehicle so they can come in the service. So you'll see a lot more of my stuff back. Mike and I will be launching some stuff next week. And
You can't overemphasize how important warranty coverage is or extended service contracts.
well, let me correct
People
you.
are keeping their cars forever these days.
Let me correct you too. And this is something that is such an amazing thing that even in today's day, the Magnus Moss Warranty Act tells you what is a warranty and what is a service contract. And constantly, everyone wants to call a service contract a warranty.
Right.
It is not a warranty. The warranty is what the manufacturer, OEM, gives with their cars. And the extended warranty wraps or starts when the warranty from the manufacturer ends. And people are confused because you got powertrains and they don't know. Hyundai gives you a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain, but they give a 560 on a lot of good components. But you got to realize that radios and all your electrical stuff. So I'm going to be able to identify and make it really easy for consumers to know what is covered. And when we explain exclusionary, we're going to show them these items aren't covered. And it's your maintenance items, it's your wear and tear items. And there's some dealers that do a wonderful job, but they still only penetrate 40%, maybe 50%. So there's a lot of customers out there that have brand new cars that didn't purchase service contracts that are out there. And Mike and I are identifying that they're typing in keywords all day long looking to buy service contracts. And we want to give them the opportunity to learn. And if they like it and they trust it, they'll buy.
It's the old commercial. Remember, you can pay me now, you can pay me later. It certainly makes a little more sense to have a small monthly payment, and God forbid something big happens, you're covered. Man, do people run into problems when they don't have coverage, and all of a sudden it's 2,800, it's 3,700. Who's got that kind of?
The numbers for repairs today are ridiculous. I just brought my daughter's '04, '05 Toyota Camry, and they quoted me that I needed a rack and pinion. It was leaking. How much is the rack and pinion? $1,700. What? Hold on. I need to research this. And so service is just they're not bashful anymore. They're telling people. And then and then the guy said, well, if you don't have the money, I got a credit card offering that you can use. It's a 6-month interest-free program. And it's like, so everybody is tight right now. Everything is tight right now. Service contracts on your automobile is the best thing to have, period. Because when the car breaks, you pay a deductible, or you're smart enough to have a zero deductible, or you have service departments that you trust. And, today you need trust. And the best thing that everybody wins with a service contract.
Yeah, or not, you have an oops. You have, look at the cost I just incurred.
Absolutely. So I'm looking forward to getting that done.
Mr. Larkin, how about you? Gary and I have talked about all the wondrous extended service contracts, the other things he's always doing. I'm out all over the country recruiting and training. I've got my event May 22nd, but we know you haven't been sitting idle either.
No. My question to everybody that I come across is, if they're a business owner or top management, I'm asking them, do you know the 10 most valuable keywords in your business? And I get the blank look. What? And if you don't, and you don't care, or you're guessing, wrong approach. With the keyword, it was my favorite AI tool when it came out in September, and there's others that are blowing my mind, but we start there, and discipline enough to start there, because there's people typing in those keywords every single month, and we only go after 1,000 or more searches for the keywords we provide. So what then? Well, if you got a team of SEO gurus, go live long and prosper, right? Go take it and run. But if you don't, and you don't know what to do with those keywords, then we got to talk. The media centers, when you're adding those keywords to that audience, that's your target audience. And those are the people that are going to be seeing your articles that the media centers are going to provide for you. Well, where did we get the content? It's your content from your YouTube page or from an RSS feed that has 1 million views a month. We're putting those into the media centers. So what else? Well, we're able to take an article and do a video on it, place it on your YouTube, and the media center is grabbing that video and doing another article, 2-minute article, right? That's why Google loves it and ranks them. But it's also going to include the original video in that article. What then? Well, put it into a distribution for social media. One video can do 10 posts on our system. Crazy.
Well, Mike, I'm noticing some stuff that you and I have been working on where I did a YouTube video and I posted it, and then I was just reading one of the articles that you did for me, and it was really scary because it was everything that I was talking about, and I was like, how did they figure that out? So I'm loving it, but I'm like, man, that's some pretty scary stuff. So it's grabbing all of it's listening to what we're saying, and it's grabbing it, and it's putting it in new formats.
Absolutely. So we're prompting the AI to do a story out of that video. So it's reading the video, it's listening, it's reading it, watching it, and producing a 2-minute article on that video and including the video in the article.
Well, yeah, I noticed that on some of the RSS feeds, when I go in there and I click on the article and I read it, and then I'm scrolling down and I'm like, whoa, there's my video. Wait. And so I'm like, how does that do it? Now, my one question to you is that sometimes I click on it and it says there's a broken link. So I don't know if it's if you're not a LinkedIn subscriber, is that when happens?
It could be a myriad of different things. So long as I know about it, I can go in and edit it. But
okay.
The idea is hands off, and it's only going to get better where it's set it and forget it. Yeah.
Well, so now, as I keep on questioning and asking, I have now used car financing rates domain. I have the digital podcast car we share. So all of those visits that everybody's coming to all of our collective sites, we're capturing what you told me is a pixel.
It's 1 pixel rules them all. Okay. What is a pixel? Okay. People are like, what is a pixel? It's not a Google camera. Okay. A pixel is it's a little bit of code, and it sits right on the media site. So every time somebody clicks it, and they're going to find the articles on Google. So the keywords translates to the blog article. They click it, and they're captured.
So then that's where eventually, if we do promotions legally under the spam rules, mm-hmm. and under all the different rules of not sending garbage to people all day long, that gives us the legitimacy to reverse target marketing those people. They came to the sites, they engaged, and now that gives us the legality. So that's doing it correct, because people would spam, right? And then now you got all that spam, and you got all these, you can't send the customer all these emails. You can't call the customer on all these phone calls. There's laws about that, and that's
text messaging is the next one.
Question.
See all these AI text messages.
Is there something slightly warped with the thinking that people will complain about spam, which they can just hit the button and erase, but then they'll watch a 40-minute video of a cat playing the piano?
Yeah.
Just check it.
Yeah.
There's no question. Right. They're outraged. They're outraged by the article, but they're enhanced by stupidity.
Yeah. And you know, the funny thing is as soon as this is done, it goes up on the website. The podcast media center that sits on our home site.
It's going to capture all
It's
this.
going to capture all this and do an article about it and include the video. Crazy.
Okay, so can I tell the AI, hey, I want to make a lot of money. I want to sell a lot of service contracts. What do we need to do for dealers to want to buy service contracts and sell them? So I want AI. AI is going to tell us how to do that.
It's funny you said that, because one of the things that was brought to my attention in the clubhouse rooms 4 years ago was one of them said, hey, I want to own my own media center inside my own rooftop. And I thought that was interesting. And he's doing it now. But
you're doing it for all of us.
Yeah, so I took his mentality. I just brought it up to my parent company. I said, wouldn't that be neat? Now here it is. But another guy was saying, hey, I'm sick of these third-party lead gens that share my data with my own competitor. What am I paying these guys for? Well, they're paying them for, you're too lazy to do the keyword research to find out what they're ranking for, and ranking right next to them or above them for the same keywords locally, so that you get all that data, you get all those leads for yourself. The time is coming where they're not going to pay that absorbent bill every month, and they're going to go and fill up their own silos.
So the same thing as everything, Mike. The technology gets better, and then it gets cheaper at the same time.
But
remember when people used to pay for big screen TVs?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, I know. But yeah. what Mike's, that's really important, because they've been spending tons of money through third-party providers, kind of shoved on them by the OEM. And the OEM, must be in bed with the providers and the software companies that they force the dealer to use to capture whatever their inventory. So that whole stranglehold is it's changing, because third-party data is useless now. You want your own data, you can control your own data, and it seems that AI is making it easier to do that.
Absolutely, and it's funny because what was it Tony Robbins said, that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again.
That was actually Einstein.
I knew you were going to come up with it. It was Einstein. He stole it from Einstein?
Yes, he did.
That's scary. He shouldn't have taken that from Einstein. I lose credibility on Tony Robbins stealing from Einstein. Yeah, those are guys. Those are the real pioneers, not some of these new guys. You might want to quote. Well, who's that other guy? Who's that trainer that's like a steroid eating animal? Andy Elliott, is that his name?
Yeah.
Larry
loves him.
Love that guy. That guy would scare. He would scare everybody out of the showroom. He came to Connecticut. We were like, "Who's that whack job?"
Yeah, he would be a lovely star at the WWE.
Exactly. He could be a villain, no question. Really easy at that.
WrestleMania. Yeah.
All right, guys. I got to jump because I've got another call. As usual, I think we shared some good information. Hopefully, everybody has a little bit of a better idea as to what we do. And obviously, man, if you need AI, if you need extended service contracts or help with F&I integrity, you need people or training, we're all here to work together to help you. We appreciate your time. We appreciate you giving us your ear and your eye. And we just hope everybody stays healthy. And let's just work together and make some money.
Have a great weekend.
Have a good one, guys.
Good seeing everybody. We'll talk to you soon.